awesome people of YouTube, welcome to first, hopefully many videos of Throne of Liberty. This one we're going to be talking about my first opinion. I am not done with the game. I'm on the level 37, I believe. It's kind of hard to check, but yeah, level 37. I still have a lot to do, a lot to learn, a lot to try out. So this is just going to be my opinions, my kind of like experience of the game, so take with a grain of salt because everybody's experience and opinion will be different. So with all that said, before we get fully started, I just want to say, if you do enjoy this type of videos or want to help support the channel, do so by leaving a like, comment, and especially subscribing. We'll also have our own Discord, link is down in the description, and we stream, but lately I've not been feeling too great to stream, so sorry about that. But with all that said, let's get into the video. So Throne of Liberty, it is a new MMO. If you played Final Fantasy, ESO, Black Desert Online, and many other ones, you're familiar with the concept, right? Except for this one, unlike BDO or ESO, it's a little bit different in terms of your class, and kind of like Final Fantasy, where each character can play all the jobs, right? Except for you just need to switch gear, similar to Final Fantasy, right? But when you switch gear, right, your skills will change. So this is the skills for crossbow and dagger, and you can keep your dagger, for example, and switch to you know, like a wand, right? So you can try out when you first start as any class, just, you know, whatever you want to be, you can play. But you eventually want to settle on a class that you want to main, be it a tank, right? Or more support or pure DPS, but you can also play as primary tank with a little bit of healing, or primary DPS with a little bit of healing, right? It is up to you. Now, that is a great thing. Now, some of the bad things are the game doesn't teach you a lot of certain things, right? For example, in settings, right, on the controls, you definitely want to turn on toggle aim skills and auto aim skills lock on current target. That is massive, because when I started, I didn't know about that, so I would just use my skills that are aim and just spam, and they would not hit the target sometimes. So this helps a lot. Also, sometimes your eye can be buggy and stuff like that, you know. You have to mess around with settings. There's still plenty of other settings that you definitely want to mess with. Just how like there's skill preset controls to where, you know, you have 3 on the bottom. You could have it to where you can rotate it. It is your choice, but normally you wouldn't know. Same with sometimes you'll be kind of level locked before progressing. For me, it happened at level 22, 27, and here, right, 37, where I need to reach the next level in order to progress the story and continue. But the game doesn't truly tell you how to progress as easy, and one of the easy ways is going to your codex and doing exploration stuff. Make sure you pick the current area. For me, it's Stoneguard, and you can see if I do each one, at first one is going to give me 7.2k XP, then 29.3k XP, and 8.3, plus I get extra words. And you want to do them because not only do you get a nice amount of XP, but you get some rewards, which will help you get the next level, so you can continue story, finish the story, and get to the end game grind to get your purples and stuff like that, right? Which can be annoying. I can't really talk about the end game grind because I have not reached that. So I've heard good and bad things, and I've heard some people getting lucky and getting their stuff decently early or at some decent pace, and I heard people just struggling to get any end game gear. So, you know, can't speak from my experience, but that another great thing that you want to do is join a guild, right? Because sometimes guild does amazing stuff. They do, you know, contracts and do other stuff, and you get rewards for even if you don't participate, right? But you definitely want to participate and help your guild with donations, other stuff, so you can get this guild chest and get some guild currency so you can get other stuff, right? I've also heard people talking about pay to win, and so far I haven't really noticed. I haven't done PvP really, so I've heard it can be bad. I heard it's not so bad, you know. My opinion so far from everything I heard is you can play completely free and still be good, right? That is just my take. Some of the other cool things that I think the game does well is the morphs. So instead of being on the horse or like using like airship or other travels method, you can morph into, for example, like pretty much like a cat purpuna or like a wolf, right? And travel faster like that. You can be an eagle when you're jumping from really high, or when you swim you can be pretty much an otter, right? That's a pretty cool way of moving throughout the map at a faster pace in a cool way rather than just being on a horse, right? But you also have special ones where you can literally just instantly morph, for example, into a tin knight or into a scarab or whatever stuff you find, right? You just click instant morph and boom, you know, you can do that. But this is the morph into, like, you know, faster movement. That's pretty cool. You also have a little cool thing like this ammo toy, which pretty much just gives you a healing, you know, and you consume sport tree leaf to give you an extra little bit of healing. You can buy them for really cheap. You also have the potions like any other ones. You also have the buff stuff, you know, like food, right? You can craft. You have your life scaling, which is I haven't done, but it is fishing and cooking, right? And you can check that in your character information. There we go, right? Expedition, cooking, fishing. I haven't done it, so I can't really talk about that. But you also have another cool way with the gear, right? Whenever you enhance your gear, and let's say go from green to blue, you can unequip your green, that's for example level 6, and transfer that level 6 green into your current new blue, right? It's not gonna give you the same amount of level, but it will give you a little bit of, you know, progress. So it goes from level 6 green, you get level 3 blue, or from level 9 blue, you get level 6 purple, right? So that will help a lot, so you don't have to spend as many stuff. You can also upgrade your skill, which is I think pretty nice, right? Making them stronger, more potent, right? Which will allow you to pretty much build your character or build your setup in the way that you want. There are unfortunately some, so another bad thing with that is there's some skills that are too OP, you know, right now. There, I don't have it, but there's a crossbow skill that just can wipe out everybody in the PvP, or the right, you know, setup. You know, you get stunned, you stun the team, or your team gets stunned, and a crossbow can just pretty much wipe you all out. So that can be bad, you know. But I haven't experienced it, so I'm not sure how truly bad it is, but I know it is pretty bad. Another cool thing is you can actually see the world events. For example, for me on a Xbox, I have to hold LTY, and I can see the content schedule, you know, for like Gigant Trade right now. The big ass space was out. You also have like the PvE operations, you know, some of them PvP, you know, all crap. You also have bosses at certain times. She can see them prepared. The ones that I say peace is there's no PvP, while the ones that I say conflict, well, PvP can happen. Same with, I believe, guild ones, where guild will be, you know, there will be a guild PvP, where guilds will try to fight you so they can contest that event and win and get a bunch of good stuff. So it is pretty fun so far. It can be a little annoying with certain stuff. I don't enjoy doing questing a lot, so it is a little too much for me, especially needing to level up to progress the story. But honestly, it shouldn't take you super long to get through the story and get your setup done, your build done, and then work on the other builds, or just continue with your build, fully max it out, and get into PvP. But I think the game is not fun, not terrible. It's decently fun. So, and there's more content coming. But I hope this kind of helps you formulate your opinion, kind of get my side of the story for the game, and Honestly, it is free to play, so the only thing that you have to lose by downloading it is download time and experiencing it. But I hope this helped you. Don't forget to stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.